A governance review is a comprehensive process whereby the organization's governance is reviewed and assessed by the directors, senior management, and an outside advisor. At Transform, we use a specific governance evaluation model to ensure that we cover off all aspects of your governance, beginning by reviewing all of your documentation. That includes your articles of incorporation, if you have them, any acts that you're subject to, your bylaws, and all of the organization's policies. We also review the meeting materials you provide to the board for committee and board meetings to determine what kind of information you're providing to the board. In addition to that, we often observe different meetings to get a clear sense of how your board really operates. That is then followed up by individualized interviews with each member of the board and members of senior management to get your insights in a candid and confidential manner on what's working well and, quite frankly, more to the point, what's not. We then develop a report that is a comprehensive perspective of what you have told us and our insights as advisors as to what's working well, but perhaps the areas of greatest improvement required for your organization. That report is then presented to the board and perhaps some members of senior management, and then we facilitate a discussion as to where you agree as an organization you need to improve and the specific things you're going to decide to do to make change and make the organization that much better for the future. The result is an action plan that you determine would be most appropriate with timelines and accountabilities. From there, implementation of that plan will typically take anywhere from 1 to 3 years, depending on how much material you choose is important to address. The overall process for conducting the governance review is about 2 to 3 months. It particularly takes a long time, often, to get everyone interviewed and to review all your documentation, as well as observe some of your meetings. That's why there is a somewhat lengthy time frame. The typical result is that most boards want to improve the documentation that they have for their meetings to guide them more towards strategic issues, and at the same time they typically refine the definition of the role of the board in how they want to interact with management and what they expect of management in going forward. That, in a high level, is a governance review.